This broadcast will begin in 4 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 1 minute. This broadcast will begin in 30 seconds.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh,
Did he bring it in?
he did.
It is.
This broadcast is a production of the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Good evening from Hiller Hall here on the Trinity Area High School campus. Tonight, the WJPA Sports Network brings you a girls-boys doubleheader as Trinity hosts Thomas Jefferson. Hi, everyone. I'm Bob Gregg here on the Visit Greene County pregame show. Tom Drakely alongside here in the booth. Jason Tennant, our floor director, Heading up our Green Sports crew, Brandon Bennett and Eric Bennett on the cameras. Jacob Knisner producing in our downtown Washington studios. The TJ girls are ranked second in the WPIAL behind only defending state champion South Fayette. The Jags have won 6 straight and are 14-2 overall. The Trinity girls sit just outside the Trib top 5 with a 12-3 overall mark. The Hillers have won 5 in a row and 4 straight Section 4 games since losing to TJ and Baldwin back-to-back the first time through. Tonight's game on the WJPA Sports Network and is brought to you in part by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. By Eber & Associates Insurance Services, the defense you need on your side. Log on eberinsurance.com. By Slovenian Savings and Loan, big enough to serve, small enough to care. By GG&C Bus Company. GG&C drives Trinity. Drive for GG&C. Call 724-222-2320. By the Chambers Insurance Agency, protecting generations since 1953. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, people you know, people you can trust. By RTI Insurance Services, proud to support area athletes, families, and communities. Log on trustrti.com. And by Visit Greene. Greene County has something for everyone. Log on visitgreene.org. We'll have more on the Visit Greene County pregame show here on the WJPA Sports Network when we come right back.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Eber & Associates Insurance, the defense you need on your side. They'll help protect your home, auto, business, and the ones you love. For all your insurance needs, contact the hometown team at Eber & Associates online at eberinsurance.com or call 412-653-0600. Proud sponsor of Thomas Jefferson Athletics. Call Eber & Associates at 412-653-0600.
Slovenian Savings and Loan is here for your life, your future, and your dreams. While life's pace seems to get faster and faster, Slovenian Savings and Loan still stands by its traditional values of honesty, integrity, and building personal relationships. Enjoy all modern conveniences to make banking easy, combined with a down-to-earth, face-to-face way of doing business. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hiller Hall. Both girls teams in their pregame shoot-around. When these teams met for the first time, TJ came away with a 53-49 win, a game that could have gone either way, Tom.
Well, it really could have. Had a chance to talk to Matt Gold from Thomas Jefferson, and he's concerned about this game because he just feels that the matchups favor Trinity a little bit, and he likes their personnel. Really concerned about Gabby Humphreys, the 6'2" sophomore, and, of course, Suddy Williamson. He said they have some nice quality players. But that being said, so does Thomas Jefferson, and we can't start that talk without Maggie Spell, who's averaging 16 points a game for them. And they're off to a great start, even though, Bob, they don't have Kaylee D'Angelo, and we know how explosive she was. Had torn an ACL earlier, and she is out for the year, sadly. But they are still a quality basketball team.
Take a look at the standings. Thomas Jefferson sits atop the league at 7-0. Baldwin's at 5-1. Trinity 5-2. Bethel Park another game and a half back at 4-4, and then a gap back to the bottom three teams. Uniontown, Peters Township, who's in all kind of trouble defending WPIL titleist, and Albert Gallatin sits at 0-8. Other action in the league tonight, in addition to our game, Thomas Jefferson Trinity, we have Baldwin and Peters Township will be playing. TJ played Uniontown last night to make up a game from the early part of the season. That's what's on the docket. Tom, this is a game for Trinity solidly in playoff situation. 3 games up on Uniontown and Peters. Now they still have to play Peters, and Trinity's got a tough run coming here with the T.J. Baldwin Peters Township. You have to win one of those games at least, and pretty well wrap up your playoff spot. But if you want to get any kind of look in that committee discussion, you got to beat somebody above you.
Well, and this is a game that they're thinking they're playing those next 3 games against the teams that have beaten them. They're playing, except for Peters Township, they're playing at home. So that's going to give them a little bit of an advantage. But you're absolutely right. You win against either Baldwin or TJ, and now the committee has to say, look, close first game, win the second game. They have an opportunity here this evening.
Trinity's won 5 straight and 7 of 8. TJ 6 consecutive wins in 10 of their last 11. We'll be back to Hiller Hall on the Visit Greene County pregame show here on the WJPA Sports Network.
GG&C drives Trinity. GG&C Bus Company is looking for CDL drivers. Enjoy flexible hours and scheduling and paid training for new drivers. Drug screening and background checks required. For 50 years, GG&C has provided safe, reliable student and public transportation. They're always looking for school bus, van, and charter drivers and student monitors. Equal opportunity employer. Learn more at ggcbus.com or call 724-222-2320.
I'm Evan Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. You can't turn on the TV or scroll through social media without being bombarded by insurance commercials. They're everywhere, even on the radio. Low rates, big savings. We'll insure your pet iguana. Okay, maybe not the iguana. Sadly, many times you're not saving money. You're just getting your coverage slashed. By the time there's a claim, it's too late to see you've been duped. At Chambers Insurance, our goal is to improve your coverage and get you savings. We're local, family-owned, and we'll work with you to find the right coverage. Chambers Insurance since 1953.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
And let's take a look at those starting lineups for tonight's girls game. Oh, we got there we go. All right. Get a look there at captains and coaches meeting with the game officials. Here are your starters. First of all, for the Jags, 5'8" senior Riley McCabe averaging in double figures with 11 points per game. 6' junior Emma Altavilla, 9 points and 5 boards. 5'5" junior Emily Hritz, averaging 8 points a game. 5'10" senior Maggie Spell, 16 points, 5 boards, 4 assists every night out. And 6'1" junior Allie Wilson, averaging 7 and 7 for Mad Gould and the unbeaten Thomas Jefferson Jaguars in section number 4. 7-0. For the Trinity Hillers, 5'9" senior Komari Behrens, a 5'4" junior Vit Emmerich, 6'2" sophomore Gabby Humphreys, 5'9" junior Sutton Williamson, and a 5'8" senior Bentley Lehue. Behrens averages 8, Emmerich 7, Humphreys 5, Lehue 7 points a game, 16 a night for Sutton Williamson, and points the Hillers will need tonight. But from my cheap seat, you got to figure out a way to contain Maggie Spell.
I think she's the key for Trinity tonight. And the thing that makes her so difficult to guard, Bob, she can beat you on the outside, but she can beat you off the dribble. And if you don't pay attention to her when a shot goes up, she's going to get the offensive rebound.
Veteran officiating crew for this one tonight. Tamika Howard is the referee, working with Dave Japp and Gino Bianca. Great to have you along. We've got both the boys and girls games of this girls-boys doubleheader for you. Trinity boys maybe in even more of a need of a win than the girls are, but we'll have plenty of time to talk about that a little later on. Trinity started the year with a 5-game winning streak, lost back-to-back section games to TJ and Baldwin, and then, as I mentioned, 7 of the last 8 in the win column. We'll tip off tonight's girls game. Trinity hosting Thomas Jefferson. We come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation on the Visit Greene County pregame show.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Any insurance agent can sell you a policy. At RTI Insurance Services, we're going to sell you what you need. As a family-owned independent agency, RTI Insurance Services will provide you with multiple solutions for your personal and business coverages. We're proud to support area athletes, families, and communities, and we'd love to help you too. RTI Insurance Services in South Point. Online at trustrti.com.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small-town charm meets wide-open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Welcome back to Hiller Hall. Technical difficulties on the recording of the national anthem, so both teams are singing it. Kudos to both squads, well-raised young ladies there, and Tamika Howard, our referee, directing the choir.
I loved it. I thought it was excellent. They just picked right up and sang our national anthem. Kudos to both teams.
All right, McCabe, Altavilla, Ritz, Spell, and Wilson about to be introduced to the crowd here. Shortly thereafter, Behrens, Emmerich, Humphreys, Williamson, and Lehue. Trinity will be without 5'9" junior Gabby Rigg with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, she'll be back in a couple of weeks. I guess she got hurt in the previous game. So that's a loss for Trinity. She provides some height. She's 5'9", pretty good perimeter shooter, handler of the ball. You just got to learn. Somebody else will have to step up and fill her shoes tonight.
Coming up, Hillers have Baldwin and Peters Township both here at home. Baldwin coming up on Friday night, again part of a girls-boys doubleheader, and then Peters Township is here on the 26th, which of course that is Monday, and I believe that's a single game, just the girls that night. Hillers close section play at Albert Gallatin and home against Uniontown. And kudos to Bill Paletti, and went out and scheduled Seton LaSalle as well to close the regular season.
Well, we talked about that in our pregame discussion, and he's really very excited about how his team is playing, but he went out purposely and scheduled some more difficult teams to prepare this team for what he thinks is coming, and I think he's right on track with this. They're going to be in the playoffs, Bob. What I think you have to figure out is, can they beat someone in these next 3 games? Can they sneak one in against Baldwin or perhaps TJ and then beat Peters Township?
And then on the other side for Matt Gould's Thomas Jefferson squad after tonight, conference games with Albert Gallatin and Uniontown before taking on Bethel Park and then Baldwin, the 2 other teams that are going to go to the postseason out of this league. Baldwin's only loss so far was first time through against TJ.
Yeah, and Baldwin beat Can McMillan last week, so I mean they're a pretty quality basketball team.
8 minutes on the clock. Both teams getting their final instructions from their head coaches, and we're just about set to get underway. Nice crowd here already.
This should be a very good game, Bob, and I'm looking for the Hillers to battle right up to the end.
Into the center circle, Allie Wilson, Gabby Humphreys, Tamika Howard with the whistle tweet, and a ball in flight. The ball controlled by the Hillers. Bentley Lehue came around the circle and grabbed that tip. Now takes a give and go from Humphreys. Has to get out of the lane, though. Feeds it out to Humphreys on the dribble. Man-to-man coverage there by Altavilla. Humphreys giving up a couple of inches there to Altavilla. Ball comes now to Kamari Behrens. Looked entry, can't go there. Goes to Williamson. Put it on the deck. Pull up at the elbow. Doesn't take the shot. Bring it out near side to Lehue. Inside to Humphreys. Off the iron. The window. The iron, and it drops home.
Well, there's the advantage tonight. And Coach Gold said, I'm very concerned about how do we defend Humphreys. They tried to front her. They lobbed the pass right over top. She scored.
Spell on the left wing. Picks up her dribble. Goes clear across the top of the key to Altavilla. And now TJ will reset this offense. Riley McCabe on the dribble. Take it to the low block. Pick it up. Looks inside. Gets the ball in tight to Altavilla to tie the game.
Yeah, nice little move by Altavilla. She spun back to her left shoulder.
Williamson brings it across the timeline, met there by McCabe. On the dribble, Emmerich gives it off. Sutton Williamson with the ball eventually. Looked entry to Humphreys, but too well covered. Good tight defense inside by Allie Wilson. Williamson steps through, step around, shot partially blocked, rebound tipped around, put back up. That won't go, rebound tipped around again. Loose ball, scramble for it in the free throw circle. Emmerich has it.
Good hustle by the Hillers that time to get to that basketball, Bob.
Yeah, Lehue had hands on it a couple of times. Ball goes inside and a foul called on Riley McCabe. Couple of free throws coming when we come back. Gabby Humphreys going to the stripe here on the WJPA Sports Network.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Gabby Humphreys at the free throw line hits 1 of 2. Riley McCabe called for the foul. Trinity up 3-2. Dribble drive cut off. Spell shot rejected back at her. And gets it back. Pull up outside the lane. Jumper won't go. Rebound Humphreys.
You can already see what Humphreys adds to their team. That size is a real factor.
Lehue bring it back out, reset the offense. Vid Emmerich backs up to the midcourt circle. Williamson has to fight to save it. Took it back away from McCabe, went left side, and too strong on the layup. McCabe with the rebound for TJ. Going one-on-one, forced deep by Kamari Behrens. Looked at a step back, but couldn't take that. Feed it out to Allie Wilson. She'll dribble drive up with the left hand. Shot won't go, but Williamson going to get called for the Trinity foul, the first foul of the game on the Hillers. 5:38 to play in the first. 3-2 Trinity here on the WJPA Sports Network.
Eber & Associates Insurance, the defense you need on your side. They'll help protect your home, auto, business, and the ones you love. For all your insurance needs, contact the hometown team at Eber & Associates online at eberinsurance.com or call 412-653-0600. Proud sponsor of Thomas Jefferson Athletics. Call Eber & Associates at 412-653-0600.
1 to tie, 2 to take the lead for TJ. Got to settle for the 1 to tie as Allie Wilson hit the first, missed the second. Hillers rebound the miss. Williamson to the elbow, pump fake, deals left side to Behrens, trying to blow by Altavilla. Scoop shot by Behrens, doesn't get to the rim, and a loose ball grab by Allie Wilson.
Yeah, difficult angle for Behrens that time on the shot, Bob.
Stutter step start, out to Spell for 3. It's off the mark, rebound tip toward the baseline, and the Hillers are going to be charged with touching it last. I think if Williamson lets that go, it actually would have been last touched by Altavilla.
I agree with that.
But because Williamson stepped out and grabbed the ball before it came back down, then it was Ball goes to TJ. Loose ball, fighting for it, scramble. We're going to get a held ball. Possession arrow goes to Thomas Jefferson. Good hard work there by Behrens, but couldn't save the possession. 4:56 to play, opening quarter, 3-3 tie. Fritz will inbound into backcourt where McCabe will bring it across. Weave handoff, Fritz, and then right back to McCabe, trying to blow by Behrens, take it into the paint, feed it back out. Spell, 3-ball, short, off the iron a couple of times. Weak side rebound grab, and the ball knocked loose and out of bounds, and it's going to be last touch by the Jags.
Well, and again, that they gave up almost a second shot there, and that's one of the things the Hillers are going to have to do a good job of tonight is limit Thomas Jefferson to one shot, one and done.
And that was indeed off of the leg of Altavilla. Ball got batted around a little bit and then hit off her leg. So Trinity ball, 4.5 to play first quarter. Emmerich looks entry, lob it down inside to Humphreys. Catch, drop step, shot partially blocked. Controlled near side, Lehue, give it off to Humphreys at the baseline. Looks for help, finds a cutter. Left side hand, shot won't go. Rebound grabbed by TJ.
Oh, man, they had an opportunity there.
Spell, push the issue, bring it up the floor. Step around Emmerich, shot pulled short. Rebound knocked loose, and the Hillers come out with it. It's Williamson, 1-on-2. Williamson going to the hoop, scoop it up, too strong. Rebound cleaning it up is Altavilla. Altavilla bring it up the sideline, looks for a cutter into the paint. McCabe took it back out, one to go back to Altavilla. And now McCabe double team, steps through around near side. Spell open three-pointer, good.
Yeah, you cannot allow Spell to get those feet set and just shoot three-point shots. She's going to make them.
TJ in front for the first time. Jags 6, Hillers 3. 3:35 to play in our opening quarter. Great to have you along tonight here on the WJPA Sports Network. Sutton Williamson, step back three, ties the game at 6.
And she has the answer, huh? How about that shot? Step back three. Love it.
Williamson's first points of the night. Trinity man-to-man on defense.
Both teams play exceptionally good man-to-man defense. This could be a low-scoring game.
McCabe, Altavilla, and now to the top of the key, it's Wilson, excuse me. Fritz, and now handed off to McCabe. Back to Fritz, her 3-ball, too strong. Two Jags players on that far side. Rebound last touch by Maggie Spell.
Well, they run the same play. They've done that play 3 times already, and they're running a little flare screen to the left. When you get an open shot, you got to make them. Trinity, nice job on the block out.
A couple of early plays. You'll see Williamson step back for the answer 3 after you got a good look at Spell's tray that put TJ in front, 6-3 at the time. Hillers set up in front court. Lehue brings it into the paint. Behrens had it knocked loose. Blocked shot by Altavilla. She rejected Bentley Lehue.
Now Lehue has had her hands on several basketballs. That's okay if that shot gets blocked. Not a big deal. No harm there.
Emmerich to key the inbound. Hillers trying to set picks. Jordy Burt checked in on that last stoppage. Williamson has to fight to save the inbound play. Put it on the deck, dribble drive, lost a handle on the way up, and going to be ruled last touch by the Jags. Must have been a reach in by McCabe.
I'd like to see her take a little pull up on that, Bob. Every time she goes for deep penetration, there's an extra defender coming at her, and they'll do that all night.
Inbound to Williamson, out near the volleyball 10-foot line. 2:35 to play first quarter. 6-6, Trinity and Thomas Jefferson all square. Burt sets a screen. Williamson stops, tried to give it back to Burt. Passes swatted out into the midcourt area. Good job by Behrens to save it. Behrens on the wing, doesn't take the shot. And defense extended out to that three-point line. Shot up with the left hand by Williamson. That won't go. Rebound, Leah Lockhart.
Yeah, that was a difficult shot, fading away with the left.
Good job there by Lockhart. Forced Williamson to the left hand and then rebound to miss. McCabe on the drive. She's cut off and not cut off legally. Second foul of the quarter on Trinity. And it's going to be Kamari Behrens picks up her first. Baseline throw in for TJ. 6-6 tie, 2:04 to play in our opening quarter. Inbound feed goes to Lockhart just outside the lane. A little dribble trouble for Ritz. Feed it to the right side. McCabe put it on the deck with the left hand. Spin her out the free throw line. Looks for a cutter underneath. Altavilla fumbles the pass and lost it out of bounds.
Trinity doing a nice job in their half-court defense, Bob. Contesting shots, especially trying to prevent that easy pass there. That was a good job on the defensive end. Credit the Hillers.
You got to do that for 32 minutes against this team.
They have to because they're so solid.
Wilson in. Altavilla checks out for TJ. Hillers in front court. Behrens looks for a cutter pass. Is tipped. Good hands there by Allie Wilson. Just checked back in. Spell looks for Wilson underneath. Shot off the window won't go. Williamson cleans up the defensive board. 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Pull up at the high post won't go. Rebound for Jordy Burt and ball taken away from her. Allie Wilson blocked a pass back in and then controlled it.
All she had to do was take a release dribble there.
McCabe into the paint, back out of the paint, picks up her dribble, gets tied up, held ball, possession arrow Trinity.
Oh, nice job that time with the tie-up. McCabe is looking to penetrate, but Trinity did a great job as she tried to spin to the middle, grabbed the ball, caused the tie-up.
Amelia Callis checks in for Trinity, and Bentley Lehue will check out. 1:05 to play first quarter. 6-6 tie, pass to the right side. Telegraphed there by Emmerich, and Maggie Spell almost out of coast to coast.
Yeah, she jumped the lane there. You got to go back cut on that. A little pass fake and a back cut.
Yep. And Emmerich just staring where she was going to throw that ball. And, you hear that in football all the time, but you can't do it in hoops either. Emmerich on the dribble, trying to get the ball out onto the right wing. Nice job to save it by Callis. She's double teamed by Spell. Spell feeds it to Williamson, though. That was challenged. 45 seconds to play first quarter, 6-6 tie. Williamson gets a screen from Burt. Step back to a three off the rim deep. No good. Rebound, Burt inside. Try to pass it off in tight. Ball knocked loose. Callis trying to get to the loose ball. She will. Dribbles on her way to her feet. Shot rejected out of bounds by Allie Wilson.
Well, Bob, that was a hectic possession. But when Burt got the rebound, all she had to do was put it up. She tried to pass out.
Good job there by Callis to know the rules. Sitting down, you can't stand up without dribbling. Inbound feed to the hoop. Score it. Kamari Behrens.
Yeah, great inbounds play. Nice high screen. She cut right to the lane, wide open.
Trinity back in front. This time it's 8-6. Hillers +2. On the dribble, McCabe hassled. Work it around ultimately to Wilson. Beyond the top of the key. 3-ball, McCabe short off the front of the iron. Rebound, Jordy Burt. Just seconds remaining. And Emmerich going to run out of time. Trinity 8, Thomas Jefferson 6 after 1. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
At Slovenian Savings and Loan, they understand you want convenience. That's why their mobile banking app allows you to bank from anywhere, anytime. They also know there's no substitute for personal, one-on-one service from someone who cares about you and your family. Founded on honesty, integrity, and trust in 1925, and that will never change. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. SlovenianSavingsandLoan.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
GG&C drives Trinity. GG&C Bus Company is looking for CDL drivers. Enjoy flexible hours and scheduling and paid training for new drivers. Drug screening and background checks required. For 50 years, GG&C has provided safe, reliable student and public transportation. They're always looking for school bus, van, and charter drivers and student monitors. Equal opportunity employer. Learn more at ggcbus.com or call 724-222-2320.
Maggie Spell, Gabby Humphreys, Sutton Williamson leading scores each with 3 points in the game. Low scoring, 8-6, tenacious defense on both sides.
Yeah, and I thought the last offensive possession for Trinity, Thomas Jefferson really picked up their defensive intensity, almost causing a turnover. So this is what you're going to have, and I think you're going to find, Bob, this is going to be a lower scoring game. It's going to be a possession game.
Let me ask you a question about that ratcheted up defense. How much does the fact that Callis and Burt were in off the bench?
Oh, absolutely, trying to take advantage of that. But they did a nice job taking care of the basketball, and I think that's one of the most important things this evening. No careless turnovers.
TJ to start with the ball to begin the second quarter. That is in play. 8-6 Trinity in front of Thomas Jefferson. And Riley McCabe handles the ball. Get it across to Emily Ritz. Looks for Spell. Little weave action up top. Gets Spell some room. Now starts a drive from outside. Has to feed it off. Finds Wilson outside the elbow. Good for 2 to tie the game.
Yeah, Allie Wilson's a really good shooter. And that time she had that mid-range jumper. No hesitation and knocked it down.
Fourth tie of the opening 8.5 minutes. Ball comes to Williamson on the near wing. McCabe has her guarded, though enough room to recover. Crossover by Emmerich to get to the elbow. Looked inside, can't go there. And now pass out to Lehue is tipped into the back court. Hillers put it there, track it down, and it's a turnover.
Well, it's a turnover you can live with because it did not lead to a direct run out, which would have been an easy basket. So now you can set your defense up and try to get it back.
Mentioned 4 ties, 2 lead changes so far. Hillers want to keep that lead change number an even number. Pass inside, tipped away. Good hands there to keep that from getting to the low block. Maggie Spell muscles her way up in front of the backboard to score.
Yeah, Bentley Lehue was guarding her, and she gave her the baseline, and then she got great inside position and put her in jail, and easy basket.
10-8, Thomas Jefferson +2. Third lead change of the opening 10 minutes. Lehue put it on the deck, feed it across. Beautiful pass to Humphreys for 2.
That was nice, Lehue. Great dribble penetration and an even better pass.
6:25 to play, opening half, 10-10 tie. Side of the lane feed to Altavilla, near side, get it to Wilson, pump fake, takes it in deep, has to feed it back up. Nice save there by Ritz. Take it to the volleyball 10-foot line, keep the dribble alive, start a drive, little crossover move, Ritz shot lays on the iron and it won't fall, and a rebound knocked out of bounds inside by Spell.
Gabby Humphrey did a really nice job recovering from that drive and didn't allow her player to get that easy basket. Trinity playing excellent defense so far here this evening, Bob.
6 minutes to play, second quarter. Williamson to the left wing. One to feed inside to Humphreys, had to pick it up. A little scoop shot to Emmerich and resets the offense. Emmerich entry to Humphreys. Drop step against Wilson, off the window, shot won't go. Rebound kept alive, but Spell cleans it up for Thomas Jefferson. Very physical play there by Lehue against Spell. Spell walks in, drive, charge.
Great job. Suddy Williamson taking the charge, but I give a lot of credit to Bentley Lehue on that because of her pressure. Yeah, good job that time. That's great team defense. It's what you like to see.
Hillers had 3 players in the paint between Spell and the bucket.
You know where Spell's going if she's putting it to the floor.
5.5 to play in the second quarter, 10-10 tie. Ball goes to the left side. It's Lehue. Spell on her. Back up to Emmerich at the volleyball 10-foot line. Bring it near side. Williamson, open 3, wide left. Rebound, kicks toward the corner. Spell going to screen off Lehue from getting to the loose ball, and it goes out of bounds. Well, belongs to TJ.
You know, she had a good look, Bob. I thought she rushed the shot a little bit. I mean, I think she had time. She came off really a great double screen from the baseline. Just take your time. Get your feet set.
10-10 tie. Weave in the midcourt, back cut, Spell, score, and a foul.
They got you on that. You have to be so careful. When the offensive player dribbles at you, you know they're going back cut.
Lehue called for the foul, her first, team's first of the quarter. Maggie Spell to the free throw line for the and one. TJ 1 for 2 at the foul line. Hillers are the same. Spell, foul shot, too strong. It ups off the top of the backboard and drops home. It didn't go over. If it goes over, that's out of bounds. The top is in play, and she gets the shot to drop.
Tell you what, she's a really good player, Bob. She can score in so many different ways. She's just a hard matchup.
Jags match their biggest lead of the game at 3. 13-10 TJ. Williamson looks inside for Emmerich, too well covered. Ball comes near side to Behrens. On the dribble, give it off to Emmerich. Emmerich, near side, get it to Lehue. Has to pull up. Altavilla has her cut off. Looking for a cutter. It's a pushing foul coming up. Emmerich caught the pass, but she had been pushed. Molly Pugh had checked into the game. She picks up the foul, her first, team second of the quarter. Baseline throw in for Trinity, sub at the scorer's table. Leah Lockhart will check in, and Altavilla going to get a breather.
And the last throw in under the Hiller hoop, they got a layup, so we'll see what they get here.
Behrens gets it into Humphreys coming out of the lane. Ball knocked out of the hands of Lehue, but she saves it ultimately to Williamson. Behrens pushes off to get open. Bank shot off the window is good for 3.
How about that one? The bank is open.
How about the push-off?
Oh, that was a nice push-off. Got away with it.
Tie game at 13 all on that bank shot three-pointer.
It still counts.
Spell, spinorama, lost the ball, able to get it back at the baseline, wrap it out, get the ball to McCabe. Her pull-up outside the elbow. That won't go. Rebound in tight. Grabbed by Behrens.
Great, strong rebound by Behrens that time. Got to do that.
Dangerous pass. Maggie Spell was cherry-picking back behind, kind of hiding, and almost took that pass away, but the Hillers maintained. 3:45 to play, second quarter, 13 all tie. Kamari Behrens in the midcourt on the dribble, unpressured. Now trying to blow by, shot high off the glass. That one won't go, and a rebound cleared by Allie Wilson. Behrens had room against Lockhart, but just couldn't get the shot to go.
Nice job defensively transitioning back that time by the Hillers.
Timeout called for Thomas Jefferson. 3:25 to play, second quarter. Game tied at 13. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Hi, this is Mac Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. For over 70 years, we've been here for you, your family, and your business. At a time in which premiums continue to rise and policy coverage is more confusing and limited than ever before, we're proud to be your trusted guides. No gimmicks or surprises, just real protection at the best possible price. Personal, business, or bonds, will keep it simple and straightforward, just as we've always done. Chambers Insurance, helping you navigate today's insurance world. Learn more at chambersinsurance.com.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Jags about 90 seconds since that Spell old-fashioned three-point play, and the Hillers get the answer there from Kamari Behrens with the bank shot three-pointer after pushing off to get open.
It was such an obvious push-off. I'm surprised she didn't get called for it, Bob.
Jags use the full timeout, get the ball inbound. Schritz for three from the corner, good.
Yeah, that's a tough one. She was contested. There was a hand in her face, and she still knocked it down.
16-13, TJ plus three. First points in a little over 90 seconds for the Jags. Emmerich with a pump fake. Got Ritz to leave her feet, but couldn't get an opening to shoot. Bring it back to Behrens. On the dribble, working one-on-one against Lockhart. Behrens took it into the paint and then back out. Keep the dribble alive. Find Emmerich. Williamson trying to get loose against McCabe and can't. Screen set by Humphreys. Kick to the far side. Behrens looked at a three. Lockhart got out there quickly to keep her from taking the shot. Williamson, entry to Humphreys. Nope, work it around. Outside, first of all, to Lehue, then inside to Humphreys. And now a held ball. We got a tie-up and a foul. The two officials are going to talk it over. Dave Japp has the fist in the hair. Tamika Howard had indicated held ball, and it is going to be a foul. And Bentley Lehue of Trinity going to get tagged with a foul.
Well, I don't know if we have that on the replay, but I didn't see what she did, Bob. She did a great job getting the basketball tie-up. That's her second foul, so she'll come out of the game for a minute. I'm not quite sure what she did, folks.
16-13, Thomas Jefferson with the lead, 2:35 to play first half. McCabe and Ritz around to Wilson and ultimately to Maggie Spell, who has 8 points, and most of that really pretty quietly.
Yeah, exactly.
Into the paint, McCabe forces it up. Shot won't go. Rebound cleared by Jordy Burt. Hillers facing a little pressure, and then wisely Emmerich lets that all clear. Behrens steps into a three, pulls it short, tries to follow, gets her own rebound. Baseline, kick it around, get the ball to Humphreys. Back out to Williamson, take it into the paint. Williamson left side, two hands, too strong. Rebound comes up the lane. It's grabbed there by Lockhart for Thomas Jefferson. Push the issue. McCabe ahead to Ritz, back to McCabe, alone at the low block, feed it across. Spell shot won't go. Rebound Jordy Burt. Here comes Behrens. Turn Lockhart around. Shot too strong on the left side. Now 2-on-1. It'll be McCabe and Spell. Spell lets traffic clear. Shot partially blocked. Good hustle back by Emmerich. Spell couldn't get control of the ball, and Behrens will. Behrens is going to the hoop on the right side and misses it. Williamson with a rebound. Little step, gets out in front. Shot won't go. Rebound battled for by Humphreys, but lost it falling to the floor, and the Jags come out with it.
What great effort by both teams the last few possessions, Bob.
Trinity over 3 minutes since they got that 3 ball off the window by Behrens that tied the game at the time, but TJ's only scored 3 points in that interim. Wilson looking inside. Get it out to McCabe for 3. That's hard off the rim. Emmerich with the rebound for the Hillers. Behrens across the timeline quickly. Bring it up the near sideline. Circle up top. Spell all over Kamari Behrens now. That defensive alignment has shifted. Earlier we saw it was Lockhart on Behrens. Behrens couldn't get a shot to go. Emmerich for 3 in the tie. That's hard off the back of the rim. Rebound kicks out to McCabe. 30 seconds to play in the half.
Had a nice look too, Bob. She was open.
Couple of nice 3-ball looks, but the Hillers couldn't get them to drop. McCabe stops at the low block. Bring it out to Spell on the wing. 20 seconds to play. She'll bring it clear out to the PIAA logo at the volleyball 10-foot line. Hand off to Riley McCabe. She'll dribble right side, and now Lockhart goes through the paint down low. Wilson, Fritz, and now Lockhart to Spell for an open 3. Way too strong. It's an air ball. Grabbed on the weak side by Kamari Behrens as the half comes to an end. Thomas Jefferson 16, Trinity 13. Halfway through, we're back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Any insurance agent can sell you a policy. At RTI Insurance Services, we're going to sell you what you need. As a family-owned independent agency, RTI Insurance Services will provide you with multiple solutions for your personal and business coverages. We're proud to support area athletes, families, and communities, and we love to help you too. RTI Insurance Services in South Point. Online at trustrti.com.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small-town charm meets wide-open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
You know, sometimes you have such a great game, you don't have really a chance to enjoy it, especially in our field. You know, it's like you just got to describe. And it's been frenetic at times, but only 29 points total scored.
Well,
that's the under.
You got to attribute that to the defense both teams are playing. I mean, they are really guarding. But here's the thing. Trinity has had a lot of chances. They've gone to the basket, and they've been off balance on their shot selection. I would love to see them come to a jump shot, do a little shot fake, and step under and get a scoring opportunity. By fading away, Bob, they're never going to call that, even if there is a little contact. And 3 or 4 times, the Trinity guards, I know Suddy Williamson a couple of times, they're shooting that runner, but they're fading away rather than trying to get a piece of the defender.
All right, we'll come back and talk about this game here in just a couple of minutes. But let me run down what else is going on in section action, both boys and girls tonight, involving Washington and Greene County teams. Mentioned earlier, Peters Township home with Baldwin. The Indians are 2-5 in league play. 4 teams make the tournament out of this section. TJ's going to go. Baldwin's going to go. Trinity's going to go. That leaves Peters Township fighting Bethel Park, Uniontown for that final spot, and they got to start beating people.
Well, they're 2-5, is it, in this section? They're struggling, and I'm not real sure why. They have 3 starters back. Now, of course, they've lost the bigs, and that was a big part of their offense, but, man.
On the boys' side tonight, 6A, Cannon McMillan just cannot win the close ones, and the Big Macs are 2 games out of a playoff spot now. There's a 4-way tie for third place in 6A. If the playoffs started tonight, those 4 would all go, and Big Macs would be out. Cannon McMillan's got to beat somebody in those close scoring games. 5A Section 3 on the boys' side. Game we'll have here, Trinity home with Thomas Jefferson. Peters Township is home with Baldwin. Peters boys at 5-2 in solid shape to go to the playoffs. 4 teams make it out of there, and the Indians are 2.5 games ahead of Baldwin in that race. Trinity got to get a win. Got to beat some people ahead of them, or they're going to be in all kind of trouble. And small schools, both 2A sections involving Washington and Greene County teams in action tonight. Bentworth is home with Jeanette. Jeanette's 8-0 in the league. Bentworth 6-2. California hasn't had a win at all, not in section, not in non-conference play. They are 0-15, home tonight with the 500 team in Springdale. And in the Washington Greene section, which is Section 3, all 8 teams in this league from the 2-county area. First place, Chartier-Houston, home with Carmichael's. Best Center entertaining Jeff Morgan. Those 2 are 2nd and 3rd behind the Buccaneers. Fort Cherry's at Burgettstown. Blue Devils really struggling, just 1-7 in league play. Fort Cherry at 5-3 took Chartier-Houston deep in that game the other night before falling. And Mapletown and West Greene will crisscross the county as Mapletown goes from the east to the west over to Rogersville to take on the Pioneers. We're at the half here at Hiller Hall. Game 1 of our girls-boys doubleheader. Thomas Jefferson 16, Trinity 13. More on our halftime activities when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Eber & Associates Insurance, the defense you need on your side. They'll help protect your home, auto, business, and the ones you love. For all your insurance needs, contact the hometown team at Eber & Associates online at eberinsurance.com or call 412-653-0600. Proud sponsor of Thomas Jefferson Athletics. Call Eber & Associates at 412-653-0600.
Slovenian Savings and Loan is here for your life, your future, and your dreams. While life's pace seems to get faster and faster, Slovenian Savings and Loan still stands by its traditional values of honesty, integrity, and building personal relationships. Enjoy all modern conveniences to make banking easy, combined with a down-to-earth, face-to-face way of doing business. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back at Hiller Hall, 16-13. Thomas Jefferson with the lead. This game has been tied 6 times. There have been 3 lead changes. 3 points is the biggest lead for either team.
Not a lot of points, period. And look at the free throws. 2 attempts by Trinity. They're 1 for 2. 3 attempts by TJ. They're 2 for 3. If I'm Trinity, I am going to try to get inside, use those shot fakes, get yourself balanced, get them to foul you. They're really doing a great job on the perimeter, taking away open looks. So you've got to counteract that. You've got to get some shots, some backdoor cuts, maybe some drives at the basket. This game is going to go right to the wire. It's who can make shots from here on in, Bob, and free throws.
Maggie Spell has 8 points, half of the TJ output tonight. She leads all scores. Trinity with the Kamari Behrens and Gabby Humphreys at 5 apiece. Only one other scorer on the books, and that was Sutton Williamson with a three-pointer in the first half that pulled us even at 6 apiece. Behrens, a 2 and a 3. Her 3 tied the game at 13 all. That shot off the window. And after that, the only other scoring, Emily Hritz with a three-pointer that has TJ in the lead at the break. 16-13. Foul shots total of 5. Trinity 1 for 2. TJ 2 for 3. And and it'll come right down to the finish. Oh, you one more break here at halftime. We'll get you set. I'm trying to see where we are on the counter there. Yeah, we got. I have to look at our monitor to see what the scoreboard clock has, because the video board isn't showing that here. It's doing the visit our concession stand commercial. We'll get you set for the second half when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
GG&C drives Trinity. GG&C Bus Company is looking for CDL drivers. Enjoy flexible hours and scheduling, and paid training for new drivers. Drug screening and background checks required. For 50 years, GG&C has provided safe, reliable student and public transportation. They're always looking for school bus, van, and charter drivers and student monitors. Equal opportunity employer. Learn more at ggcbus.com or call 724-222-2320.
I'm Evan Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. You can't turn on the TV or scroll through social media without being bombarded by insurance commercials. They're everywhere, even on the radio. Low rates, big savings. We'll insure your pet iguana. Okay, maybe not the iguana. Sadly, many times you're not saving money. You're just getting your coverage slashed. By the time there's a claim, it's too late to see you've been duped. At Chambers Insurance, our goal is to improve your coverage and get you savings. We're local, family-owned, and we'll work with you to find the right coverage. Chambers Insurance, since 1953.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Crew will be right back here tomorrow. A little wrestling rivalry. Trinity hosting Cannon McMillan. Oh, by the way, both unbeaten in the section. Winner wins the section championship and likely host a 4-team pod in the WPIL team tournament next Wednesday. We'll have that. We'll have Bentworth hosting Best Center for a AA team tournament spot as well. That's coming up tomorrow here on the WJPA Sports Network. Third quarter underway. Trinity starts with the basketball, down by 3. Spell reaches in, knocks the ball out of the hands of Bentley. Lehue gets it back, and Lehue has to find help. Ball eventually from Emmerich to Behrens, inside to Williamson, trying to turn McCabe. Williamson lost the handle, gets it back. Ball tipped away. Nice reach in there by McCabe to knock it loose. Out to Lehue. Quick first step, got by Spell, but couldn't do anything with it. Williamson, dish it down low. Humphrey's shot won't go, but a foul is called inside on Altavilla.
Well, and that's a good offensive possession, because you're going to the foul line, able to get the ball inside to the big girl, Gabby Humphreys. Now she has to convert.
Humphreys to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Foul on Altavilla, her first, team's first of the quarter, obviously. 30 seconds in, Humphreys' first shot, nothing but net.
Well, she's the only one to shoot a free throw for Trinity tonight, and now she is 2 for 3.
Humphreys very deliberate at the stripe. A couple of dribbles. Second shot wide left and no good. Rebound cleared by Allie Wilson for TJ. 2-point lead for the Jags. Across the timeline comes Ritz. Nice recovery there by Emmerich. Pass into the paint, denied. Knock loose to the baseline, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Emmerich, who gets rolled over.
Literally rolled over.
Riley McCabe trying to get to that loose ball as well, but Emmerich definitely touched the ball last. Now, officials are going to talk things over.
Well, I think they're talking about who jumped on whose head on that possession. But no, that was a good call. It was off of Trinity.
Inbound side of the lane. Spell, catch, score, and a foul.
Cannot allow her to get that tight on an inbounds possession, because she's going to score or draw a foul, and in this case, both.
Lehue called for the foul. It's her third, and Spell hits the free throw. So a 3-point play a couple of times now for Maggie Spell, and the Jags have opened up by a 5-point lead. Entry. Humphreys too high off the window, won't go. Rebound cleared by Altavilla.
Yeah, it was a good pass by Suddy Williamson and a good look. Just a little too strong on the release.
McCabe wanted to force it inside, made a couple of players miss. Barron stepped out, and McCabe laid it in. Here come the Jags, up 21-14 now.
Well, they're getting what they want offensively. Trinity is not. They're doing some standing around, and they got to find a way to get Suddy Williamson some good shots.
Screen set down low by Behrens. Emmerich trying to get the ball to Humphreys. That pass is denied by Wilson. The ball lost out of bounds. Going to be Trinity ball in the corner.
Yeah, bad place to stop your dribble. You're not going to get anything accomplished there.
Last bucket by McCabe. She just got Behrens to cheat up away from the baseline enough to be able to spin back inside.
Trinity has to continue to try to take great quality shots.
Hillers have not scored in 6 minutes now. Williamson trying to step through, lays it up and gets it to go with a foul to go with it.
Well, that's what I was talking about, Bob. You know, come to a jump stop. You know, a shot fake and step through, and that's exactly what she did, and she scored. They needed that.
Foul on Riley McCabe, her second, team second. 6:15 to play in the third, 21-16 with Williamson going to the foul line for the first time. Right on the money, her 6th point of the game.
Yeah, she's a really good free throw shooter at 75%.
4-point lead for Thomas Jefferson. Jags have the ball coming across the timeline. 6:05 to play in the third. Ritz on the dribble. Good reach in by Emmerich. And now a tie-up. Boy, and Ritz a little something to say as well.
Oh, both of them going at it, huh? Look, they're still talking to each other. Got to be very careful about that.
Tamika Howard with words for Maggie Spell.
Yeah, she's not going to tolerate any nonsense. You know that. She's talking to both sides right now, and that's good. That's great officiating.
And Tamika Howard saying, white talk to white, black talk to black. That's the last time I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, shut up from here on in.
6 minutes to play, third quarter, inbound for the Jags on the tie-up possession arrow. McCabe put it on the deck, trying to blow by, force deep. Looks for a cutter. Spell got tied up, putting the shot up. And rebound, Karam's over the head. Altavilla gets it. Her shot partially blocked and a foul called. Couple of free throws coming for TJ. And it's going to be a foul on Kamari Behrens, her second, team's second of the quarter. And 2 foul shots coming here for Emma Altavilla.
Boy, that was a great job. They got her to miss the shot, just didn't get the rebound that time.
Jags have hit 2 of 3 at the foul line. I'm sorry, 3 of 4. And the first one here goes. Altavilla with 3 points on the night. 22-17, TJ in front. 5:46 to play in the third. Second foul shot, also good.
Yeah, nothing but net on that one. 5 out of 6 from the line for TJ. Very important.
Lead
points.
back to 6 for the Jags. 5:40 to play in the third. Behrens give it off to Williamson. McCabe screened off on the defense. Near side, Emmerich may have gotten away with a walk. 3 ball won't go. Rebound tipped around. Behrens saves it. Emmerich ends up with it on a little tip. Emmerich double dribbles. Dribbled to the corner, stopped, picked it up, and then put it back on the deck.
Well, her first mistake, Bob, was picking her dribble up. You just keep that dribble alive, bring it back out front, and set your offense.
Coming up on 5:20 to play in the third. 23-17, TJ plus 6. A little quick start to this third quarter. Entry intended for Spell was denied and controlled by the Hillers. Good job there by Williamson on the steal.
Yeah, great steal by Williamson.
Williamson on the dribble, deals to Behrens. Spell out on her quickly. Cutter into the paint. It's Emmerich. She'll put it on the deck, feed it back out to Williamson. Gets a screen from Emmerich. Step back. Shot won't go. Partially blocked. Yes, no. Yeah, definitely tipped, and it's going to be Trinity ball.
Yeah, that ball was wide left. It had to be touched.
We'll get a look here. Williamson goes to her left, and the ball off the hands of the defender.
Yes.
Behrens feeds it up on top. Emmerich. Entry into the paint to Williamson. Put it on the deck, cut off the window and in.
I like posting her up, Bob. I think that's a good move. Coach Paletti making a little adjustment there at halftime.
23-19, TJ's lead is 4. 4:35 to play in the third. Spell in a crossover, deal it to the corner. Altavilla trying to work her way in. Hands reaching in. Shot rolls across the rim. Rebound knocked to the baseline. Last touch by Allie Wilson and out of bounds.
Great job that time defensively by Bentley Lehue, and she didn't pick up an additional foul. Moved her feet, moved her hands, did a great job.
Lehue gets a breather as Jordy Burt checks in. 4:20 to play in this third quarter. 23-19. TJ in the lead by 4. Barron's out on the right wing. Spell has her guarded. Get it inside to Williamson. In there a long time. Got to dribble it back out. Almost kicked the ball to the bench, but able to corral it.
Boy, she needs to just turn, shot fake, and go.
Burt trying to set a screen. Williamson to the free throw line. Out to Emmerich at the elbow. Take it in, take it out, and an elbow going to be called. And it's going to be Emily Hritz called for the foul. Her first, team's third. Officials trying to tighten things up after the mouthiness took place. Going to ratchet up the calls here.
Yeah, not going to let him get away with any pushing and shoving. That's good officiate. Oh, she was there, missed her.
Inbound to Williamson. Nice move to get open. 3-ball in flight, rolls off the rim. Real good. Ritz, who was called for the foul, gets the rebound. Jags bring it up the floor. It's McCabe. Circles, try to get by Emmerich. Can't. Goes to Spell in the corner. She'll hand it off. Wilson, pump fake with the head and shoulders. Takes it inside and gets the shot to go. Good, tough shot there by Allie Wilson.
Yeah, it really was. She used a lot of patience on that, too. She did not rush the shot. Little shot fake.
Timeout Trinity's 3:27 to play in the third. Thomas Jefferson 25, Trinity 19. Back on the WJPA Sports Network.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
16-13 at the half. TJ has doubled that three-point lead here early on. Get a good look at that Wilson bucket. Good patience there to get the shot off.
Yeah, did a really nice job using her body to protect from the defender, Bob, and able to score. You know, Suddy Williamson had taken a sort of a contested three on the last possession. I still think if she keeps working around the paint, she can get some easy baskets.
3:27 to play. Third quarter. Trinity with the ball after the 30-second timeout. Burt have to put it on the deck or pass it, and she goes to the pass route. It's now Spell on Williamson. Burt sets a pick, then rolls off of that. Williamson wants to run the play and now picks up her dribble. Go to Barron's on the right wing. Spell jumps out on her. Barron's has Burt at the free throw line. Nice screen set there. Burt give it off to Emmerich. Back cut to Williamson. Lets traffic clear. Elbow or low post jumper won't go. Rebound cleared by Allie Wilson.
One more dribble. She could have gone one more dribble. She gets an open shot.
Wilson brings it up the floor with the dribble. Out to Lockhart in the corner. Lockhart on the dribble, cut off by Williamson. Looks for that cutter. Spell can't get through the lane unchallenged. And now Spell open for three. Williamson late to the party.
You cannot allow her to set her feet. She is just that good.
28-19, TJ pushing the double digits. It's a 9-point margin, 2:20 to play here in this third quarter. Reach in, steal by Spell, took it away from Barron's. Spell down the lane, up and in.
Yeah, Trinity needs a timeout.
And Maggie Spell taking over here in the third. She's got 8 points in this period alone. And we've played just 6 minutes.
She's a good player. Bob, she's tough. She can score in so many different ways.
Emmerich cut off, tried to feed it across, and Wilson knocks that pass to the baseline. Now we talked in a pregame, you gotta try to contain Maggie Spell.
Now she's got 16. I mean, she's at her average already. Got a quarter and 2 minutes left to play in the game.
And Wilson, who's played a strong third quarter, gets a breather here.
Yeah, she's been very effective around the basket.
Barron's to inbound. Gets it into Lehue, her shot blocked, and Spell's going to get called for a push. Maggie Spell, her second foul, team's fourth of the quarter. And that's going to put Bentley Lehue at the foul line. Trinity has only 3 players in the score column.
Well, and that hurts, Bob. It really does.
Lehue misses the foul shot. Trinity has not scored now in almost 3 minutes. They went 6 minutes from over the half to of the late first half and early second. Lehue gets 1 of 2. 30-20, and a timeout for Thomas Jefferson. We'll take one as well. 10-point lead for the Jags back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Any insurance agent can sell you a policy. At RTI Insurance Services, we're going to sell you what you need. As a family-owned independent agency, RTI Insurance Services will provide you with multiple solutions for your personal and business coverages. We're proud to support area athletes, families, and communities, and we'd love to help you too. RTI Insurance Services in South Point. Online at trustrti.com.
Matt Gould using a 30-second timeout just to make sure what it is that the Jags want to do. Check my foul shots here, partner. Is that now 7 for Trinity, or is it? Yep. Okay.
4 for 7, 5 for 6 for TJ. Yep. You know, Bob, one of the reasons Trinity is having difficulty getting shots is because of the defense of Thomas Jefferson. They're taking a lot away, and they're pressuring the ball all over the place. It's not been easy.
Spell keys the inbound and then takes it right back on the feed from Altavilla. Spell brings it up the floor. 1:40 to play in the third. Second time on the floor, Molly Pugh in get a couple of minutes here late in this third quarter. McCabe trying to shake by Behrens. Good recovery there. Altavilla. And now right back to McCabe. Crossover, drives it. Behrens challenges her, but is called for a foul.
Well, and what McCabe did on that drive was lean in and get a piece of the defender, got some contact, and that's what I was saying about some of the drives Trinity's taken, Bob. You've got to lean in there, get a piece of the defender, force that official to make that call.
Riley McCabe to the foul line. Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, look at that rotation. What a good shot.
Outstanding at the stripe. McCabe 3 points in this quarter, and the lead is now 11. 6 of 7 at the stripe for the Jags. McCabe's second shot, short. Rebound cleared by Lehue for Trinity. Hillers down 11. Late third quarter, Williamson trying to blow by McCabe, does, takes it to the window, shot partially tipped from behind by Wilson. Ahead to Spell, Behrens trying to cut her off, looks for a cutter, finds McCabe, off the glass, won't go. Lehue tips it to the baseline where it's grabbed by Emmerich. Williamson ahead, takes the feed, takes it into the paint. She's going to the hoop among the tall trees, shot blocked, but a foul called.
Well, that time she was able to get some body contact. Had a great opportunity in the last possession, but you know, those taller trees in there sometimes can get in the way.
Riley McCabe picks up her third foul. Sutton Williamson at the line, leading Trinity score as 8 points, in 5 of those coming in this third quarter. But the Hillers have gone from 3 down now to down 11, and Williamson misses the foul shot. Hillers have missed 2 of their last 3 and 3 of 5.
Yeah, and she's a good free throw shooter, so a little unusual for her to miss at the line.
Second shot, nothing but net. 57 seconds to play third quarter. The TJ lead is 10. Hillers create a 5-second call. Tamika Williams. Now here's again Dave Japp and Tamika Williams, the 2 game officials. Japp says he has 5 seconds. Tamika Williams says she had a timeout before that happened, and the timeout is going to be the call. So TJ full timeout with 57 seconds to play in the third. Jags up 31-21 back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small-town charm meets wide-open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
56.9 seconds to play in the third quarter. 10-point Thomas Jefferson lead, up from 3 at the break. Inbound feed to Altavilla and then back to Spell. Behrens will try to slow her down. Spell on the dribble. Behrens right up in her space and then gave her a little cushion to get that closely guarded count stopped. Down the lane, McCabe pulls up in front and scores.
Yeah, just a straight drive right to the basket.
12-point Thomas Jefferson lead. Entry, Humphreys catch, shot won't go, partially blocked by Allie Wilson.
Yeah, good defensive play. She had the inside position, but the ball was blocked.
12-point margin, the biggest of the game for either team. The Jags going to dribble out or possess out, looks like this third quarter. Unless they can find something inside, they'll work it around the perimeter. McCabe, 3 ball at the ahead of the buzzer, won't go. Rebound Behrens, and the period ends. Strong middle quarters for Thomas Jefferson. Jags 33, Hillers 21 after 3. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Eber and Associates Insurance, the defense you need on your side. They'll help protect your home, auto, business, and the ones you love. For all your insurance needs, contact the hometown team at Eber and Associates online at eberinsurance.com or call 412-653-0600. Proud sponsor of Thomas Jefferson Athletics. Call Eber and Associates at 412-653-0600.
At Slovenian Savings and Loan, they understand you want convenience. That's why their mobile banking app allows you to bank from anywhere, anytime. They also know there's no substitute for personal, one-on-one service from someone who cares about you and your family. Founded on honesty, integrity, and trust in 1925, and that will never change. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Slovenian Savings and Loan on Boone Avenue in Strabane. SlovenianSavingsandLoan.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
TJ in the third quarter scored more points than they scored in the first half.
Well, and not only that, but look at the scoring by Trinity. They start out with 8 points. They get 5 more in the second and only 8 in the third. And they haven't scored double digits in any quarter here, Bob. Having difficulty scoring. And I'll tell you what, when you watch this TJ team play, when you have players like Spell and McCabe who can handle the ball so well, they can create shots easily for themselves. Trinity struggling to get those open looks, and when they've had them, they have missed some.
Hillers going long stretches of drought as well. 6 minutes from from the middle of the third quarter or second quarter into early in the third, then almost 3 minutes in the middle part of the third quarter as well. Trinity down 12 with the ball to start the fourth. 33-21, TJ, side of the lane pass for Williamson. Wilson denied that, saved down low, ball goes inside, and a shot off balance by Bentley Lehue, her first field goal.
Boy, they needed that one.
Jags get it in front court, shot goes up and in, difficult shot, Riley McCabe gets it to go.
Yeah, that's her second drive to the basket where she's finished, Bob. Very difficult off the dribble to guard.
McCabe now with 7 points. The margin stays at 12, 35-23. Emmerich, lob down low. Nice catch by Humphreys. Goes up, kind of backhand flip up and in.
How about that? I'll tell you what, she does okay for a sophomore. She'll only get better, Bob.
McCabe takes the little flip pass from Spell. Behrens out to guard there. Altavilla takes the feed. Looking for a cutter, it's Spell, catch and score.
Man, she just cuts hard and sharp to the basket. And when she catches, she finishes.
Reverse layup, shot over the iron. Humphreys tried to keep it alive after the Lehue miss, but the Jags come out with it. Come back 3-on-2, but Spell caught up by Humphreys and will circle it around and set it up. Hillers cannot afford to trade buckets. You won't eat into a 12-point deficit by trading baskets, and that's where we are at the moment.
And you watch TJ, they're keeping the floor spread so that players have driving opportunities.
Steal by the Hillers, by Lehue, and a steal back by Spell on a bucket.
Yeah, and Spell now has 20.
Timeout on the floor for the Hillers. 6:06 to play in the fourth. Thomas Jefferson 39, Trinity 25. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
GG&C drives Trinity. GG&C Bus Company is looking for CDL drivers. Enjoy flexible hours and scheduling, and paid training for new drivers. Drug screening and background checks required. For 50 years, GG&C has provided safe, reliable student and public transportation. They're always looking for school bus, van, and charter drivers and student monitors. Equal opportunity employer. Learn more at ggcbus.com or call 724-222-2320.
Hi, this is Mac Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. For over 70 years, we've been here for you, your family, and your business. At a time in which premiums continue to rise and policy coverage is more confusing and limited than ever before, we're proud to be your trusted guides. No gimmicks or surprises, just real protection at the best possible price. Personal, business, or bonds, will keep it simple and straightforward, just as we've always done. Chambers Insurance, helping you navigate today's insurance world. Learn more at chambersinsurance.com.
6:06 to play. Fourth quarter, Trinity in a world of trouble now.
Well, it's going to be a deficit that will be difficult to make up because of the way Thomas Jefferson handles the basketball and is patient on the offensive end. They're not going to take bad shots, Bob. But Trinity has to maximize every possession. They need to score each and every time from here on out.
Got just a great look at the feed. Now you see the Spell steal. Back-to-back buckets there for Maggie Spell.
Just an instinctive play on Maggie Spell's part.
Williamson, top of the key, down the lane, scoop too strong, and a blocking foul, or pushing foul rather, called.
Yep.
Wilson and knocked down, and Wilson's going to get called for the foul. That's her first.
I know Trinity's a little frustrated now, but you can't be frustrated. Keep playing hard. A lot of time left. Anything can happen.
Sutton Williamson goes to the line to shoot two. Just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. First shot good. Hiller's now 6 of 10 at the foul line. Second shot in flight and also good.
Nice job that time, converting on the free throws.
Well, if you're going to come from 14 down, you got to score when the clock is stopped.
Yeah, and you got to maybe try to get a steal or a turnover. And they were in a full court pressure that time, but Spell, who's done everything, handles the ball so well.
Last time down the floor, Hiller's got that turnover, but
there it is.
Unable to control it. Now they get another one.
Great turnover there.
And Lehue double teamed and has the ball knocked out of her hands, but Hillers are going to get it back because it was knocked to the baseline.
Right, and you need, well, she picked up her dribble, come to the ball. You got to provide somebody to throw it to.
Emmerich and now Williamson will bring the ball up the floor.
McCabe has done a really good job guarding Williamson.
Emmerich almost tripped her own feet, actually. Toes got underneath her. Williamson into the circle, feed it down low. Burt forces her way open. Wilson blocks the shot. Burt gets it back, puts it back up, and it won't go. Well, Wilson just stuffed that shot.
Well, give Burt credit. She went and she stayed with the play, put it back up, and she drew body contact.
Foul on Allie Wilson, her second in the game, both in this quarter. Jordy Burt at the foul line. First shot good.
First point for Jordy Burt this evening.
Chance to get this back to a 10-point deficit. 5:10 to play. Burt hits both.
Nice job by Jordy Burt that time.
Hiller's 4 straight makes at the free throw line in this quarter, and 5 in a row overall. 39-29, TJ with the lead. Spell on the dribble. Feed it out into the on the sideline to Pugh, and then back up top it goes to Wilson, and eventually to Riley McCabe.
And I like how they space the floor, Bob. They give themselves room to dribble and pass.
Behrens reaches in, knocks the ball out of McCabe's hands, but can't get to it. McCabe does. Out to Villa, and now McCabe into the paint. Uses her body, forces the foul call, and it looks like Jordy Burt's going to get tagged with it.
A smart play that time by McCabe.
First foul of the quarter on Trinity. First in the game on Jordy Burt. Riley McCabe at the line. Second visit to the stripe tonight. Hit 1 of 2 the first time. Hits her first free throw here. Just under 2 minutes since TJ had last scored. But they hit both foul shots, and still now with those 2 makes lead by 12. McCabe with 9 points in the game. Miller's got to go quicker. Behrens gets a screen from Williamson. Williamson takes a feed, and she is pushed.
LAU got the ball to her, and she was fouled from behind. And that's good recognition.
4 fouls on Riley McCabe, and she's going to get a seat.
Yeah, you don't want, well, and when they press, you want to have her on the floor for her handle. But she's going to take a little rest at this point.
Molly Pugh sits. Give up a few inches as well on that exchange. Emmerich in front of the Trinity bench. Nowhere to go. Handed off to Williamson. Down to 4:10 to play. Williamson stepped back to a 3. It's off the rim, strong. Spell rebounds for TJ. 41-29, Jags plus 12. Spell crossover, got by Emmerich. Burt, their second line of defense. Wilson takes the feed. Spell goes through, get the pass to her, work it around the perimeter. Wilson at the volleyball 10-foot line, and now Emily Hritz.
And if you're TJ, you don't have to be in a hurry. I mean, you're up 12 points.
I'm going to say this, if you're TJ, you don't have to score. You win the game, even if you don't score.
Yeah, a nice drive that time by Allie Wilson. Able to pick up the foul, almost made the basket.
Foul on Bentley Lehue will be her 4th. Trinity's 2nd of the quarter. And Allie Wilson hit 1 of 2 earlier.
Bob, they create such great driving lanes. Look at that shot.
Just laid on the iron and flopped out, no good.
Just didn't want to go in.
Trinity brings in Amelia Callis, and Jordy Burt will go out.
I thought Jordy Burt did a nice job. Was able to get a couple of rebounds, scored her free throws.
Wilson at the line, second shot is good. Hits 1 of 2 in both of her trips to the stripe. And what Trinity had done over a minute span to hit 4 in a row has been nearly completely answered by the Jags. Spell bodying up on Williamson. Now reaches in, knocks the ball loose. Williamson does a nice job to get control, or Williamson gets control, and the bench bails her out with a timeout. 3:23 to play in the 4th. Thomas Jefferson 42, Trinity 29, back on the WJPA Sports Network.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Mountain is large, the time is short. 3:23 to play, 4th quarter. Thomas Jefferson with the 13-point advantage. Really strong second half for the Jags.
It really has been, and it's all been about defense. They have shut Trinity down. They do not give you open looks, and they take away your driving opportunities, Bob. Great defensive team.
And I would just modify what I said. A strong middle quarters for the Jags really gave them control of this game.
It gave them the lead that they have.
TJ led by 12 at the end of 3. 10-5 and 17-8 margins in those middle quarters.
They give a lot of help on the inside, too. Trying to get the ball to Williamson, but there's help everywhere she looks.
Callis goes to Behrens, bring it to Lehue, and around to the near side to Emmerich. Cannot get by Emily Hritz. Back out to Behrens. Right side, it'll be Lehue. Wilson has her cut off. Looking for a cutter, can't go there. Lob it out to the side to Callis one more time. Hillers cannot attack. The ball knocked out of bounds by Allie Wilson.
Well, and when you pick your dribble up, Bob, they are all over you. They just seal off the passing lane. There's nowhere to go.
Right in front of the Trinity bench, Williamson, first touch on this trip, and her inbound pass and a pushing foul called on Emily Ritz. Really just lost her balance there.
Yeah, that was an easy call. Still not in the bonus yet. Next foul will put them at the line.
That's 4 fouls on TJ in this quarter. Second foul in the game on Ritz. And now the TJ bench enlivened, and a foul going to be called on Altavilla on the dribble drive by Vid Emmerich.
Well, and that's what you have to do if you're Trinity now. Try to attack the basket. Try to draw a foul each and every time if you can. Don't force shots.
Altavilla called for her second foul. And McCabe going to check in after the first free throw. Emmerich short, no good. 2.5 to play. 42-29. And looks like Leah Lockhart going to check in as well. Altavilla and Pugh go out. Trinity had hit 5 straight free throws. Oh, prior to this trip, Emmerich hits 1 of 2. That's her first point in the game. 43-30, 2.5 minutes remaining. Spell picks up her dribble in backcourt, needs bailed out. It's McCabe. McCabe behind the back, steps on the sideline and turns it over.
Well, against double team, you got to pass over them, and they didn't do that. She kept her dribble and dribbled herself right out of bounds.
Matt Gold checked McCabe back in to handle the ball, and then she turns it over.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Coach Gold was not happy about that possession.
Emmerich crossed the timeline, gets a high screen from Humphreys. Inside, get the ball to Lehue for the 2.
Yeah, nice cut by Bentley Lehue. Excellent finish.
42-32. And now nearly a takeaway. Save at the baseline by Lockhart. Threw it back in, but off the shin of Williamson.
They could have used that turnover there, Bob. A little pressure. TJ's not handled it real well here the last 30 seconds.
42-32 the board has, and we'll go with that.
Yeah, that's what they have, 10 points.
Wilson to McCabe. She'll circle it back out to the midcourt. And now a double team comes. Pass to Wilson. Tried to feed it to the right side. It's picked off. Callis trying to get it ahead to Behrens. Eventually Williamson. Now to Behrens, and her shot in tight won't go. Rebound tipped around. Behrens trying to get to the loose ball. Body's on the floor. Wilson grabs it, able to outlet it. And now it'll be McCabe with the spell behind everybody. And McCabe is going to be fouled on the play by Vid Emmerich,
who literally just kind of fell down.
Solid contact there, and it's going to be a floor foul.
Okay, no shot, but they're in the bonus. No, they're not in the bonus,
That's
are they?
The third foul on the team.
On the floor. Riley McCabe went to the foul line hoping to be able to shoot, but there was a non-shooting foul.
42-32, TJ leads, 1:27 remaining in the game. McCabe looking to inbound and gets it to Wilson, and now Maggie Spell with the ball in her hands. Williamson almost dislodged her. Spell took it, picked it up at the midcourt, threw the ball into the circle. Alone underneath is Altavilla.
Yeah, nice job moving the basketball. Got an easy layup.
Margin is 12. Emmerich, lob down low. Humphreys catch, take it, reverse it, and score it.
Great job by Humphreys on the reverse.
Timeout Trinity. 1:02 to play in the game. 44-34. TJ in the lead. Back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and keep the warm and cozy in. Visit a loan officer today or apply anytime online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 458729.
Any insurance agent can sell you a policy. At RTI Insurance Services, we're going to sell you what you need. As a family-owned independent agency, RTI Insurance Services will provide you with multiple solutions for your personal and business coverages. We're proud to support area athletes, families, and communities, and we'd love to help you too. RTI Insurance Services in South Point. Online at trustrti.com.
62 seconds to play. Trinity down 10, defending the full court right now. Got to try to cause some turnovers and get quick buckets.
That's it, and I've seen strange things happen.
The Hillers have only one timeout remaining now.
It is an uphill battle, though, being down 10 with 1:02 left in the game.
A couple of nice reverse layups there for Gabby Humphreys.
She's played very well, Bob. And as I said earlier, she's going to be an excellent player.
Fritz forced it back to the other side. Wilson there. She'll dribble across and now set up for Riley McCabe, and a foul on Sutton Williamson. That's the fourth foul on Trinity. TJ Ball at the sideline.
If they don't steal, they'll look to foul again. And if you're Thomas Jefferson, you go to the line and you make them, or make 1 out of 2 and pretty much seal the deal.
With 50 seconds to play, you don't have to make any, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But
Pritz to the baseline. Spell is cut off. One to drive. Williamson, double team comes and help. Pass across is blocked and controlled by Bentley Lehue. Lehue dish it across. Barron's going to the hoop. Her shot won't go, but a foul is called.
Trinity's created 3 turnovers here recently. Just have been unable to convert.
Third foul on Allie Wilson. Kamari Barron's will go to the line to shoot twice. Her first trip to the free throw line. 35.7 seconds to play. Barron's has 5 points, all in the first half.
First point of the second half.
44-35.
Now, Trinity's played hard. They haven't given up, but still got a ways to go here.
Second shot short and rims out. Wilson rebounds the miss. We're going to get a foul call.
I didn't see that one, but
Williamson guilty of her third foul. That's 5 on Trinity. And so Allie Wilson will be at the line to shoot 2. She's hit 2 of 4 free throws, 1 for 2 on each of 2 previous trips to the stripe. First shot good. She has 7 points spread out over the game. Points in each quarter. But if you have 4 quarters and you've scored points in each and you have 7 total, you haven't scored a bunch in any quarter. Hits 2 shots on this trip and has 3 in this period.
Very steady player, though.
Elbow jumper won't go for Emmerich. Rebound, put back Bentley Lehue. Timeout Trinity.
Tell you what, they hang in. Still playing hard, Bob.
Boys game coming up in about 20 minutes after this one wraps up. 46-37. Trinity is pulled to within 9, but just 20 seconds remaining in the ball game. 20 points for Maggie Spell. And Hillers did not particularly in the after the first quarter did not do what we talked about they needed to do with Maggie Spell, and that was to keep her contained.
Well, you cannot allow her to set the feet from the perimeter, and she's so good going to the basket. And I give her the credit because she works hard and she cuts hard and she goes to the open area, and her teammates, they look for her, and she's able to finish around the rim. She doesn't miss many.
The other thing that this TJ team has, though, is they look for her, but if she's taken away, there's other options.
Other options. And, Bob, one thing we haven't mentioned, they're a pretty experienced team. They've been to the playoffs, have made deep runs. These kids know how to play basketball.
20 seconds to play. Second horn. Tamika Howard almost handed the ball before that. Wondered why the horn was sounding again. Spell to key it. Gets it to McCabe. Back to Spell. And
That ball almost got thrown to a Trinity player.
She almost ended up on the bench.
Yeah.
But a foul, and partially why she almost ended up on the bench is Sutton Williamson fouled her.
Coach,
4 fouls on Williamson, and now Coach Bill Paletti recognizing and going to acknowledge what is. He's got a couple of subs at the table.
Correct. Coach Matt Gold has done a nice job with this program.
Spell at the line, first shot good. She has 21 points on the night.
How about TJ? 12 for 15. That's pretty good shooting.
Second shot also good. The Hillers out of time. Williamson gets it into the paint. Spinorama down the lane. Basket and a foul. And with that, Riley McCabe, I think, is fouled out. It gets her going to get tagged with the foul and stepped hard to the right.
It's her 5th.
And McCabe has fouled out, but played a solid game.
A nice basket by Suddy Williamson. Would have liked to have seen her get more of those opportunities, Bob. She just didn't have them tonight.
Williamson at the free throw line. Short. Rebound tip toward the baseline. The Hillers end up with it. Kamari Behrens down the lane. Scoop shot won't go for the Hillers. Rebound cleared by Maggie Spell. And we'll dribble it out and end the ball game. Thomas Jefferson 48, Trinity 39. We'll recap it for you when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small town charm meets wide open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
(48-39). Thomas Jefferson with the 9-point win here tonight. And again, middle quarters is where the Jags took control. 10-5 in the second and 17-8 in the third. And of that, Maggie Spell pumped in 13 points over those 2 quarters. She matched everything that Trinity got. She did that herself.
Yeah, she did. She had an excellent game all the way around, a great second half. She was sort of the go-to, but we knew that. I mean, we knew how talented she was. I just thought Trinity had a difficult time getting open looks. When they had a few of them, they missed them. Some of the drives that I thought they could have gotten scores or gotten to the foul line, they were unable to do that. Just not enough offense to combat what Thomas Jefferson was doing, but I credit that to their defense. Very aggressive. They did a nice job. They made it difficult for Suddy Williamson to score easy points. And I also thought difficult for the other players on Trinity's team. On a positive note, Gabby Humphreys played an awesome basketball game. She had 10. Williamson still managed double figures. She's a heck of a player, but just needed a little more help tonight and didn't get it. So credit to Thomas Jefferson for their effort.
Trinity's 5-game winning streak is snapped by Thomas Jefferson. The Jags extend their own winning streak now to 7 games and 11 of their last 12. Time to recognize our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
And our Washington County College Center player of the game with 22 points, game honors, Maggie Spell. Hit a couple of trays, a bunch of twos, and hit 4 of her 6 foul shots. Let me check that again. Hit all 4 of her foul shots in the game. Maggie Spell, the 5'10 senior for TJ, is our Washington County College Center CCBC player of the game. Tonight's game on the WJPA Sports Network has been brought to you in part by Visit Green. Greene County has something for everyone. Log on, visitgreen.org. By RTI Insurance Services, proud to support area athletes, families, and communities. Log on, trustrti.com. By First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, people you know, people you can trust. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By the Chambers Insurance Agency, protecting generations since 1953. By GG&C Bus. GG&C drives Trinity. Drive for GG&C. Call 724-222-2320. By Slovenian Savings and Loan. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. By Eber and Associates Insurance Services. The defense you need on your side. Log on eberinsurance.com. And by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Coming up shortly, the boys' half of our doubleheader as the Jags and Hillers square off in another important section game. Thanks to both head coaches Matt Gould and Bill Paletti, athletic director Michael Wall and assistant Casey Alderson, and all the folks here at Trinity. From a partner Tom Drakely, floor director Jason Tennant, Brandon Bennett and Eric Bennett on camera, Jacob Knisner in our Washington studios, I'm Bob Gregg. Thanks so much for being with us here on Pennsylvania's radio sports leader. From Hiller Hall in the 5A Girls Section 4, your final score, Thomas Jefferson 48, Trinity 39. This has been a presentation of the WJPA Sports Network.